Globalization.
Of globalization.
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 It was the early 90s, and Auburn was a town of roughly 30,000 people, driven by the university. And it was separate from Opelika at that time as far as the actual sprawl and growth goes. There were 3 elementary schools in Auburn at that point. And since that time, there's at least 2 or 3 additional elementary schools, as well as a kindergarten and a downsized high school to fit the population, as well as, the schools have grown along with that. And that tells a lot about population growth in the community. And a large reason for that is that they have attractive school systems, but also because there's growth in population as a result of the South in general being an improving manufacturing and educational region. It also helps that we're on Interstate 85 that brings that added connectivity to places like Montgomery and Atlanta that certain other towns and areas of the state and region don't enjoy.
And having attended Auburn University, it has been interesting to see how fast or all of the change that has taken place as a result of the population that Auburn has. I remember right off Frederick Road traveling to church that this area, which is now known as Tarrytown, was all trees, but now it is now composed of more restaurants, more places to shop, and even banks have come to the area as a result of the fast-growing city of Auburn. I realized a lot of changes that has taken place. Everywhere you turn, there is more development in terms of housing. There's more condos that have been brought to the area, that has been built in the area as a result of all of the traffic or the population.
If you're talking about the auto mall out there, yeah, it took away from old Auburn, because I knew the old farmer that owned that property, that lived out there, the Paces, they call it Paces Ferry or something like that. That was his name. I think it affected the people who use the walking trail more than anybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the people who are upset about having the roads cut and things like this. But that's old Auburn, and those are the changes that we're having to experience. When I was serving on the city council, we were having to deal with the growth and development that was taking place on South College Street, because that used to be farmland all the way to the interstate, just about to town. And that was a struggle, trying to get the correct curb cuts and things that were taking place at that time. There were a couple of juke joints out there, a couple of drinking establishments, and that was basically it. So you're talking about a change in Auburn, and I've seen it in my lifetime. It's both welcome and at the same time not welcome. And what I'm saying is, get in your car and drive to the beach, and you drive through some towns that don't have the problems of growth, brings. Auburn has a problem. We have growth. We have development.
Right.
People want to be here. It's good for the local economy. It's good for the local environment. It brings people in to be part of our school and our community. So it's a delicate balancing act that is taking place in Auburn. It has taken place for 25 years.
All right. If I were to try to describe globalization to my next door neighbor's 5-year-old, I would use Legos. Globalization is all of my different building blocks from every set, from every different brand, all snapping together so that I could have my perfect laser cannon snap on to my spaceship. I would have had the coolest spaceship in the state.